welcome to Real Talk with Bobby G, the voice of New York. Today's topic is a blockbuster mega three-team deal. Zion Williamson to the Nets, Kyrie Irving to the Sixers, and Ben Simmons to the Pelicans. All right, with that being said, let me give y'all some of the details on that. Okay. In the NBA, there is a lot of player movement. We see players switch teams relatively often, with them choosing new destinations for free agency or perhaps getting traded by their franchise. In particular, star players enjoy a lot of mobility and freedom of movement. And we've seen many stars force their way out of franchises before. There has been a lot of media buzz lately about all the stars who aren't playing this season. Kyrie Irving is currently unable to play for the Brooklyn Nets as he is unvaccinated for COVID-19. And the Brooklyn Nets refuse to let him be a part-time player. Zion Williamson is out with an injury and hasn't suited up for the Pelicans this year. Ben Simmons has reportedly he is not mentally ready to play for the Philadelphia 76ers. Perhaps the Brooklyn Nets, Philadelphia 76ers, and New Orleans Pelicans would be able to make a trade that would help all of them out. Here is the mega three-team deal that we propose. Brooklyn Nets receive Zion Williamson, Tomas Satoransky, Jackson Hayes. New Orleans Pelicans receive Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Matisse Thybulle, Bruce Brown, 2022 first-round pick, Philadelphia, 2024 first-round pick, Philadelphia. Philadelphia 76ers receive Kyrie Irving, Najee Marshall, Cam Thomas. The Brooklyn Nets get a third All-Star and the future of their franchise. The biggest concerns with Zion Williamson are about his durability and conditioning, as he's had quite a few injuries during his first 2 years. No one is doubting his basketball ability, but the New Orleans Pelicans need a player that can be available consistently to pair with Brandon Ingram so they can, make the playoffs. And perhaps Zion Williamson could get moved no matter how unlikely that seems. In this scenario, the Brooklyn Nets would be sending out Kyrie Irving, Bruce Brown, and Cam Thomas in order to acquire Zion Williamson and some other players. Tomas Satoransky would be a solid veteran for the bench. While he hasn't had a good year, he was solid for the Chicago Bulls last season, and a change of scenery would be good. The same would be said for Jackson Hayes, who looks like he has stagnated in terms of growth. He would provide the Brooklyn Nets with an athletic lob threat and a shot blocker at the center position. So anyway, on the Brooklyn Nets, Zion Williamson would be able to take his time to get his to his peak conditioning and get well from his injury. He would be walking into a contending squad. He averaged 27 points per game and 7.2 rebounds per game last season. And he would give the Brooklyn Nets an athletic rim attacker and slasher, the type of player that would pair perfectly with Kevin Durant and James Harden. He will also provide the Brooklyn Nets with the future face of their franchise as Durant and Harden age. All right, so that's pretty much that. And sounds good. I would hate, first of all, I would hate to see Kyrie Irving leave Brooklyn Nets based on, what's going on with this mandate. Ever since Biden put in this mandate in September, it's like he signed this, like, he signed this hardcore, papers, being that everyone has to be vaccinated to go in certain places, even going to see a game now, going to restaurants in the city. Like, the mandates in New York City is bananas. Like, people, basically it changed people's lives, because people who feel has concerns about being vaccinated, they can no longer get into, like, a movie theater. You can't even go to the movies. You can't go sit in a restaurant. You can't go to the gym to work out. You can't go on certain, like, rides, boat rides, and certain things, of fun, activity, things to go and have fun if you're not vaccinated. And then I have a family member who, I'm not, like I said before, I understand, both sides, and I'm not judging nobody or nothing like that, but I just know that a family member, extended family member that he was in Atlanta. He worked out there, and he took the 2 shots, which means it had to be Moderna or Pfizer. But I know Johnson & Johnson, they give you 1 shot. And then he was working, in the city, Atlanta, and he had a heart attack, while driving the train. He had a heart attack while driving the train. Riding the train, that's his job to go out there. And died, and he took the vaccine. So that's really, but yeah, anyway. But back to, what I was getting to so far as with trade. I would hate to lose Kyrie, but New York, because of the mandate, Biden, this signed this executive order, basically. That's the word I was looking for, executive order. They don't want to play him part-time, like, if he's playing in other states, in another state that doesn't have a mandate, people can play without being vaccinated, and that's probably why he's going, now that he's going to Philadelphia, it's probably not mandated, so he'll probably be able to go in there and play with Philadelphia. And then we know Ben Simmons, he said he's mentally not ready to play for, he has mental health issues, he's not ready to play for Philadelphia 76ers. So, that's why they had to look for a trade. And Zion Williamson, with the New Orleans Pelicans, he's a great player when he's healthy, but that's the issue. When he's healthy, he missed a lot of games in the last season and everything, and now he hasn't even played this season, the last 2 seasons, and now this season. So, but he's a great player. I just mentioned he averaged 27 points a game, 7 points on rebounds a game. Great player when he's healthy. So, yeah, Brooklyn can use a slasher like that. Someone who attacks the rim, along with, Durant and Harden. So, they could. Kyrie is that guy you want to give the ball to in crunch time. We all saw what he did when he was playing with LeBron, and when he was in Cleveland with LeBron, and they beat the Golden State Warriors. So, and we've seen him many times in the postseason, stuff that he's done. So, we all know what he can do, but because he doesn't want to get vaccinated, which is understandable, I'm not, knocking that, not discrediting anybody who, doesn't want to take that. I'm sure it's their right, it's their body. So, so anyway, with that, he's, they don't want to move forward with him. So now they're looking at this. I don't know, if it's going to happen like that. It sounds like it may, but we'll see how it plays out. But if that so happens, then, hey, it is what it is. I wish the best for Kyrie. He's a great, great man, and I just have nothing but the utmost respect for him. Now, it's crazy how we all know of ESPN's Stephen A. Smith. The other day, it has been found out that Green Bay Packers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, lied. He says he's been immunized, when they asked him. But then it was found out that he wasn't. Stephen A. had, he said, he said he was like, man, he said he had it. He said that Aaron Rodgers, did lie. He did mention what Aaron Rodgers lied and everything. But the thing is, he was never as passionate and coming down hard on Aaron Rodgers as he did Kyrie Irving. He told the truth. Aaron Rodgers lied. He lied about everything. And Stephen A., we would expect Stephen A. to go in on him in the bathroom, but he didn't. He was as humble as pie. He was smoother than Michael Jackson, okay? So, it was so, wow. Like, people was kind of surprised that when it came down to, not to sound racist, but, Aaron Rodgers, who was a white man, he was humble about, he never bashed him. But when it came down to the black Kyrie Irving, the black man, he bashed him. And let me, for you guys who don't know, Stephen A. Smith is a black man, And every time it went over to, and he was put on the spot. He was, Jay Williams, one of the other co-hosts on ESPN First Take, got on him about that. And every time they mentioned Kyrie and he's talking about Kyrie, here come that energy again, that bashing, getting all loud and all that. But then when it came to Aaron Rodgers, the whole tone just went downhill again, smoothed out. It was crazy. I felt like, wow. I just felt like Cooning, right? Coon, Coon, at the end of the day. So, but man, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy what's going on these days, man. It's really crazy when you think about it. But anyway, man, let's see. I'll keep you posted, on, I'll keep posted on that, moving forward, as we move on. So, okay. Anyway, so, with that being said, man, I'm just going to go ahead and say, look out for new content on YouTube every Sunday. I'll also be on It's Real Talk Radio with Tay Real every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To listen online, go to itsrealtalkradio.com. To listen by phone, call 563-999-3434 at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and dial 1 if you wish to speak. This week's topic is going to be very interesting. We will be addressing Cooning, white supremacy, bigotry, white privilege, and white fragility. You can also reach me at BobbyGRealTalk@gmail.com. I'll be releasing new content on YouTube every Sunday. This is Real Talk with Bobby G, the voice of New York. Signing off. Peace.